My name is Nee Coker, and I met Fred in 2005 when I first came to St. Louis. And I was actually working on a production, and Rita, who's a wonderful colleague in the department, they always attend things together. Fred with his beret cocked on one side, and he brought a camera, and he started kind of shooting scenes on stage. And I was wondering, I saw that flash just kept going while the actors were performing. And you try not to interrupt, productions while they're going on. And so I went and I, behind the scenes, approached him and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm trying to keep a memory of this for you." You see, and we hadn't met before. But the way he said it, and if you all know Fred, he had a very infectious laugh. And when he laughed, it was really infectious and it really got to you. And I couldn't help but, start laughing with the man. And then I thought, wait a minute, he's not French. I mean, I'm West African, and in West Africa, we're trained to know that people who had the beret were French. And then he started to explain the whole thing about how he got into the beret and how he loved the beret. And, before about the show that was going on. And if you know Fred, he is just a universal man. He'd talk to you about any subject, moon, stars, wine. I mean, and the show then was a show that was dealing with two brothers here in, we set it here in St. Louis. But in my own cultural context, and then when I got to know them much better, I found out that they were Baha'i. I used to be Baha'i. And I say, I don't want to go into used to be, but, and that we found we shared a lot, and that he, kind of grown up in Brooklyn, where I went to college. But in my own cultural context, there is no such thing as death. It's, for me, a Western thing. And so he has moved on, and I feel like I'm here to celebrate a friend. He's moved on, and if you know Fred, if you really know Fred, he's probably got 1 million questions right now. He's got 1 million questions, and he's sitting there with the Almighty, with the Creator, and he's probably not even paying attention to us right now. He's here, they're celebrating my life. But I got to ask you this, and he'd go on with that gregarious nature and something that infected those of us that were around him. Fred, we thank God for his life. We all pray and we hope that his life was not in vain, in the sense that whatever it was he set and the seeds he tried to plant, we that he left behind and we that he touched, we would be able to touch other people as well, to say, how would Fred have wanted me to deal with this? And so in that good old West African context, he's there now sitting with the Lord. He's there now as an ancestor. He's there now watching over his descendants and those he's left behind. He's still got responsibilities, but those responsibilities are now in the spiritual realm. We will see him in dreams. We will remember him on occasions, such as Christmas, when we would all go and he'd always have stories around the punch table. And so that spirit lives on. And in that good old West African context, I say to him, Odabo, Odigba, we'll see you in dreams. We'll continue to remember your legacy. And we're thankful that you touched. I'm West African, and I take stories of Fred back home. And that to me is a mighty, mighty powerful impact that he had on the lives of those of us he's left behind. But he's up there now, and he's not in pain. He's in a spiritual realm, and we should continue to talk to him. I would continue to address him, and I would look forward to seeing him in dreams. We'll join him someday. That's inevitable. It's inevitable. So, Odigba.